We stopped in to talk to Chris Sharp. Chris started in the repair business straight out of high school, and he built his shop from the ground up. Like many shops, Chris is old school. He places most of his orders over the phone. Still, we wanted to understand his thoughts on the pros and cons of phone ordering, and where he thinks e-commerce fits in his garage.
My name is Chris Sharp, and I've been doing this for probably since 1976. I started out in high school, and I've been here for about 16 years. We added this section on here about 10 years ago, and that's about it with the shop and stuff, you know. We got pretty good business, you know. We probably do about 45 a month, something like that, you know. That's, you know, pretty good months. Looking for parts. Parts can be consuming sometimes. They can consume a lot of your time. You know, you go up front, you may spend, man, on an average, we may only spend 15 minutes. But sometimes it can get in an hour or two, you know, tracking parts down. It, you know, just depending on what the part is. It's uncommon for us to spend that kind of time, you know, a couple hours finding the parts, but usually we got them tracked down 15, 20 minutes. We see mostly domestic. We get about probably 70-75% domestic, and the rest of them are imports. Yeah. And we're seeing a lot of the upper 2012s, 13s now, and, you know, they're starting to come in. Right. You know, because they stay at the dealer, you know, for so long, and then eventually they'll filter down to us. Parts. Yeah, we order parts most of the time. We can do it online, but I don't. It's because there's a lot of unknowns I don't know. And, you know, I don't do parts every day, because sometimes a lot of stuff is VIN specific. So I'd rather for the guy at the parts store to, you know, to decide what part I need, you know, as far as, you know, like a lot of times if you just call and order a part, you come to find out you get the wrong part, and then the next time you put the order in, you have to end up giving them the VIN to get the right part. So I'd rather just let them, you know, give them the VIN number the first time around and let them get the parts for it. Yeah, some we do, very little. Very low. I prefer just picking up the phone and just calling them. That's what I prefer to do. Yeah. The people at TBA, the people I deal with on a daily basis, yeah, I trust them. Yeah. And then, you know, there's some O'Reillys. There's some decent people in the O'Reillys and the AutoZones and the Advances that you can put trust in them. But like I said, I got one guy I've been dealing with since we came out of high school, and we pretty much get on the same page. Occasionally we'll get a wrong part, you know, and we'll get it straightened out. But most of the time, about 99% of the time, he sends me the right stuff. Yeah, first time around. I think it's probably going to be that way, because the reason, you know, you mentioned that a lot of the older guys are retiring. You're right about that. And so these young guys, once they get in that computer and they don't see it, they give up. They give up. A lot of guys don't know how to go any further. You know, then you got some of them there. They'll say, well, let me call you back, you know, and they'll do research and find it for you. But a lot of the younger guys, they don't do that. They just give up. If it's not on, you know, on that screen in front of you, they give up. Sometimes, you know, we may be skeptical of the guy on the other end, and so we'll do a little research behind him to make sure that we're getting the right stuff, make sure the part numbers and stuff match up. Right. Yeah, because like I say, sometimes it takes them 2 hours to get our parts. So if they keep sending parts every 2 hours and they're the wrong part, you know, we got all day in a job. You know, you don't make any money that way.